Doug surprised a lot of people by going to a walkthrough yesterday instead of a full-scale practice. I mean, we know the bodies that went down, but were you guys as a whole really that nicked up coming out of that Falcons game?
No. It's not my job to discuss injuries around here. I think the biggest thing for us was to make sure that everybody was locked in yesterday. No matter what type of practice that we had, everybody was locked in and focused on the game plan on a regular Wednesday practice. Walkthrough type deal. So I feel like it was beneficial to us. But we got out today, got to run around a little bit, and I think everybody felt good.
Fletch, how much more well-rested do you feel today, if any, having that extra day to kind of recruit with two games on short notice?
I feel good actually, especially for me. But I think this is something we did last year, and guys took it serious. And you can do things like that when you got a locker room with great leaders, a bunch of vets in the locker room that know how to handle those type of situations and take them serious. But to have that extra day off, it makes you feel that much faster on Sunday.
How much does it help to have a coach that played and knows when he needs to back off a little bit?
Well, that's why we respect Doug so much and love playing for him. That's one of the really big things we like about him, because he's played the game. He understands what the locker room go through. We all get his message, whatever he's telling the team, whatever he wants us to do. We respect that, and we always pay him back at the end.
The last few meetings with the Lions against Matt Stafford, he's been able to stay pretty clean. When you look at him, what kind of pressure do you guys think he'll be able to bring this Sunday?
Just got to do our job. Every guy, just have to do their job and not try to make the big plays, and we'll be fine. Just continue to play team ball, the link will be loud. So, obviously, I think that'll help a lot for us.
You guys have been getting pressure, but you haven't been getting quarterbacks down with regularity. What do you have to do to enhance that?
It's just time. It's going to happen. Trust me. We're in no panic in the D-line room about, getting sacks. I think if you look at a couple of things. We hit the quarterback a lot in the last 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks, and but the sacks will come. When they come in bunches, and we just got to be patient about it, not force it, and we'll get there.
When you watch tape of Stafford and what he's done to you guys in the past, does it add extra motivation for you? Is it add an extra sense of urgency in this game, or do you completely let that say, yeah, it's in the past?
I mean, we got a lot of respect for the guy. I mean, the last 2 times I played him, yes, he's lit us up. But it's a totally different locker room now, totally different team, totally different attitude, and everybody's excited about it. We just can't, we got a good football team coming in here. We got to be focused on what we're doing, and that's all this. Make it about us and not make it about him.
You've never had an off season where you spent a lot of time rehabbing an injury. How do you feel like things are going for you personally? Do you feel like you're really back where you need to be?
Actually, just talking to my coach today about that, and a couple of guys, and I told him I'm feeling pretty good. I actually feel like where I should be right now. So I'll see on Sunday where I am. Running around, having an extra day off yesterday helped me a lot. But I do feel good. Feel pretty good about where I'll be.
You expect them to try to double team you a lot, especially with the D tackle situation being what it is?
Yeah, I mean it happens. To me, it happens about every week. But I think the most important part about it is finding a way. Finding a way to get one-on-ones, finding a way to beat double teams and beat slides, and don't get frustrated about it, knowing that the time will come where I can get there.
You mentioned that next man up mentality. Does that mean really, even with guys like Timmy and Malik, one scheme changes little and you're just going to trust whoever is lining up next to you?
Well, I think the biggest thing is right now that, it's not like we just brought his son in off the street. I mean, he's been here the whole offseason. He's been through the spring ball. He's been through training camp. He understands the defense. And that's the biggest thing about it when you got a guy that's been around for a bit. He's excited about it, and I'm really, really happy to go watch him play.
How different did today feel having somewhat of an, I don't want to say off day, but a little break yesterday? Did today feel a lot different?
Yeah, I mean, guys running around. I think the biggest thing was being mentally there yesterday. You had to have it takes a lot of focus to do what we did yesterday. Guys being mentally prepared, mentally focused for the 2 hours that we were doing that, and I think the guys did really good. We took advantage of that extra day.
You seem like you're in a really good spirits. Like you're looking forward to this challenge of helping out that D-line rotation even more, and getting things back on track this Sunday.
I feel pretty good, man. I feel good this week, and like I said earlier, I was telling my coach, Coach Daniels, that told him I felt good, and I'm ready to roll on Sunday.
Was there a certain point or moment when it all finally felt better, or just?
I mean, it's just one of those things, I got those 2 games under my belt, and I feel, I've been letting it go, as I do all the time. But letting it go now, I just feel more comfortable with, especially the off-season surgery. So I feel pretty good.
What can a guy like Mack and JJ bring?
I mean, they're dynamic players. JJ was drafted here for a reason. He has a great catch radius, big body. Mack, he's very versatile. He plays inside, he plays outside. He also has really good speed. So he's going to be able to do what he has to do.
You talk about the next man up mentality. How do you make sure that injuries to two big skill players doesn't affect the outcome on Sunday?
We got to find a way to make a way to win. That's the reality, because it goes more than the wide receiver position. We're a whole offensive unit. You got backs that are really dynamic. You got tight end, Zach Ertz still out there, who's one of the best tight ends in this league. So they're going to have to account for him. And, we got a quarterback that they're going to have to respect because our quarterback's going to find a way to make it happen.
Do you feel more refreshed today having the day off this one?
Man, we're still trying to get ready. We're still trying to get ready. We're still moving around.
Are you feeling a greater responsibility at all with the absence of Deshaun and Alshon on the field?
Man, anytime my number's called, I just try to dial in to try to, take advantage of those opportunities.
As a follow-up to that, I'm not in Detroit's meeting room, but my guess is 13 and 86 are kind of going to be the two numbers they'll focus on. Are you expecting defensive attention maybe more so than if you have more proven guys on the outside, so to speak?
I'm not gonna lie, I embrace that type of opportunity. Hey, you're gonna play man. They're gonna be in your grill. That's something that I look forward to. I like that. That's how football should be, man-to-man football. And you only get better with things like that in front of you.
It seemed the first 2-3 games last year it was the same way. Is that what you found? Is that kind of the only basis of comparison to that?
Similar situations with numbers being low, and myself and Ertz out there, and if that's how we want to look at it, I think we went 2-1,
Mm-hmm.
so we got to try to find a way to go 2-1 right now, and so we get everybody else back.
You and a guy like Zach Ertz need to help in the veteran leadership part. A guy like JJ, it's hard. It's going to embrace it at first start.
You know what? JJ played a lot of football last game, and I think that's good. He put some stuff on tape. He has some wins out there even without the ball coming his way, and I think that's something that he can be confident about. He also got his first NFL catch in the regular season game. So, I just know his talent, and for me, come Sunday, it's about letting him know to just have fun. Have fun, let loose, and let execution, fuel your emotions and go from there.
How much more advanced does 1 week of getting a lot of reps make it for the next week?
Obviously, it's a lot more toll on the body and stuff, but I think this last year, that's all I've been kind of preparing is running to be ready to play again. And what's really nice about this week versus last week is, expecting to, maybe play a little bit more if I can, and being ready for that role versus last week where, you don't have that expectation.
And does the chemistry advance that much after only a few days of practice?
I think the chemistry's there. That's the biggest thing that's growing. Coach Peterson always said is be ready like you're a starter. You're one play away from being a starter, so always be working with Carson or Josh or Nate or whoever's in there, So it's good that, we have a few days to work together, but that chemistry is already there.
Hey, Mack, a comment that Carson made in talking to him yesterday was that people forget you can stretch the field. Yeah. How important will that be for your role if Deshaun's not out there?
That's big. Whatever I can do, whether that's taking the top off or catching shallow routes or whatever it is, or blocking or playing teams. So that's always been my mindset: do whatever I can do and help this team win.
You feel you're running as well as you did before the injury?
Yeah, it feels good. Like having the power back and not holding back on any, reaching and stretching out. So it feels good.
I know you're a confident guy, but to go out there in Atlanta and make those catches and play that much, was it good for your confidence? Did it help?
I don't know. I don't think it built my confidence is where it's always been. We prepare for this. That's what you come to this level to prepare. You don't prepare to be sitting on the bench. You prepare to be a starter whether you're playing or not. And that's what Coach Groh and Coach Walsh and Coach Peterson have always told us, and that's what we've continued to do. And that's why me and JJ were able to go in and make plays and have no errors on our routes, just because we've been preparing. We've been being ready like we're starters.
Going back to Zach's question, Carson said yesterday we're not going to expect Mack to be Deshaun, we're going to expect Mack to be Mack. So how do you expect your role to develop again this week?
Whatever coach needs me to do. I've played a lot of different roles, a lot of different positions on this team, and I'll continue to do that. Or that helps us win. Whether that's, like I said, taking the top off or blocking or staying under playing teams. I'll do it all, whatever it takes.
When you were going through what you were last year, was there any part of you that thought you wouldn't get this opportunity again?
I don't know about like not getting the opportunity, but you have when you're hurt, you kind of get you go in that dark place like, man, I don't know, like am I going to get back to it? Am I going to be the Mack that I once was? Am I going to be the guy I was in North Carolina or my rookie year? Yeah. But the biggest thing is, just pushing ahead and having teammates and trainers and family members that keep you going because, you feel like you're alone a lot of times, but you got plenty of people to help you along the way.
Is there a single moment there that stands out that helped you get through that? Was it something a teammate said? Was it something a family member said?
I think it's a bunch of stuff. It's not like one specific day that's, hey, this is what turned me around. I was going the wrong way. I think it's just constant stuff coming in. Maybe one day I come in and I had a good running day, and it's like, oh, okay, maybe I still got it. And 5 steps forward, maybe you take one where it's 4 steps back. But then the next day it's 5 steps forward, 1 step back, 5 steps forward, and then you start not taking any steps back, and you just continue to progress and progress. So I wouldn't say there's one exact moment, but kind of a grouping of moments.
You were pretty angry at yourself early in practice while we were still out there with the drop. Do
Sorry
you always?
about that.
No, it's okay. Do you always react that way when?
Yeah, it's not like it's towards myself because that's my job, and me dropping the ball is me not doing my job. So it's more self-talk than anything, but getting it out
helps.
Yeah, helps.
You could have had. You've always been such a good special teamer. How much are you driven by wanting to be more than that and wanting to be a contributor on offense?
I think it's just whatever helps the team win. When I was at Carolina, I played teams was kind of my way on the field, and I think that teams will always have a special place with me, and I'll never want to be a guy that gives up special teams because I want to play offense. If I can't play both, my mindset is then I just play teams. But I think I'm capable of playing both. I played both last week, and I'm gonna give my all in either one. If I'm gonna drop off in one of them, it's gonna be offense, and I'll go play special teams harder.
What's it like kind of being in this position on the roster? I mean, do you get used to it at all, or is it just kind of a cycle? Do you get used to it at all,
yeah, you just kind of go with the flow. It's part of the business, so it's kind of how we handle it.
This isn't going to be your first game. I mean, you played a lot on special teams in the opener. You have significant playing experience from your rookie year. Does that help make this easier, getting ready for Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, you draw on those experiences, but it's a new day, a new game, new opponent. So, you got to be just ready for whatever they throw at you. So,
what's the opportunity going to be like on Sunday?
Wait and see. That's all I got. That's all I can tell you. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
What's it been like waiting for an opportunity like that, where you show a lot of promise your rookie year, and then it's like you're kind of biding your time and hoping for another opportunity like this?
Yeah, it's just how things go down. I'm not the only one. So, everybody has a story. So, yeah.
Is it hard at all not to daydream and think about the possibilities that can come this weekend?
No, just focus on what you got, what coach tells you to do. So it's pretty much what I'm trying to do. So, yeah.